Hi guys, so I know I haven't posted in a couple weeks, so I wanted to do a quick video just to prove that I'm not a complete failure, just a little bit of one. So me and Ola, we're going to do our top 5 ways to be productive every day. So number 1, my first way I like to be productive and how I like to make the most of my day is for everything to be perfect. So my room has to be spotless. I can't get up in the morning and trample over everything and not being able to find things that I need. It puts me in a really bad mood, and so every day I always try and pick up after myself, and just before I go to bed I make sure everything's tidy so that when I wake up I can find everything and everything is great. But in the night this little thing likes to chew things, so sometimes it's not always as easy as just cleaning up. But when she's not being a monster, it's okay. What I also like to do before I go to bed is to set my outfit for the next day, because I always end up spending at least 3 hours doing my makeup and my hair. Well, it feels like it, and I never have time to pick my outfit. So that's one of the things that helps me have a productive day as well, is to have a good outfit and to look presentable. So I like to put my outfit out before I go to bed, and just lay it all out just so it's tidy, and so it's easy to reach when I wake up. For me, being tidy and organised is a really big important thing if I want to be productive. I'm not very good at it. I'm always really disorganised and always messy because of you. So yeah, but when I am... Ow! 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 When it doesn't work out, then it's a great day. So the second thing that enables me to have a productive day, if I'm at home and I'm working, I can't stay in my bedroom because I will end up in bed and I will end up falling asleep watching endless episodes of Gossip Girl. Don't bite my ear, missus. Don't bite my ear. Don't bite my ear. So even if I'm not leaving the house, I like to shower, put some comfy clothes on but not anything too comfortable, and I go to my desk and I sit down and I work from there. If I go into the lounge I will end up watching TV, probably Disney Channel, and it just ends up a total disaster. So I like to make sure that I'm not taking advantage of being at home too much. At some point during the day I like to get some air, so I take Ola for a little walk wherever she wants to go, and it just sort of gives me a refresher for the day, so that if I'm working from home and it does get a bit tedious, I can break it up a bit, we can have some lunch, we can play for a bit. Yes we can. Yes we can. And it just means that I don't get so tired and so bored of what I'm doing, that I can actually be productive, which is what this is all about. So the next thing, number 3, what makes me have the most productive day is being organised. So my type of work, it has to be planned. I can't just turn up and just do it. Sort of sales is more like you have to be prepared, you have to know what you're doing before you do it. So I always make sure that the night before I'm fully organised for a full productive day. So if I'm out and I'm working, then I know exactly what I'm doing. I don't have to like do admin-y, worky stuff. When I'm out I can kind of just go and do what I've got to do, so it makes the most of the day, and I don't have to sit around wondering what I'm doing, and I don't get distracted too easily because I have missions to complete. So I always make sure that I'm as organised as I can be, with everything written down. I'm a very like written down person. I can't just like remember things. Everything has to be written down perfectly. I have to see this person, I have this meeting at this time at this address, and this has to be done here, and it has to be all written down in a list, otherwise it just doesn't happen. So organisation is a massive thing for me. Again, it all kind of ties in, like organisation with my room and my clothes, but also like, I mean, the most productive thing is work. That has to be organised, because you can go out looking like poo and you can go out with toys all over the floor, but you can't really go out working without work to do. She's asleep. So the next thing, number 4, that makes me as productive as I can be is just to do with the morning. So I make sure that I get enough sleep first of all, because I can function on not very much sleep, but it really does show. So when I have a lot of sleep and I do actually manage to not be so knackered when I wake up. It really does help with my mental state, because I'm the kind of person that will just take a nap at midday just because I can. So I like to not be able to like do that. I like to not be tired so that I don't feel like I have to do that. So that's the first thing within my like morning productive thing. And then I like to kind of eat breakfast. I'm not really a breakfasty kind of person. I don't tend to like to eat until like 11, 12. But I always have like a piece of fruit or some yogurt. You always have breakfast. You're waking up at 5 o'clock to have breakfast, don't you? And sometimes, depending on how hungry I am, then I have like a full English. But so I like to eat something. I have a coffee, very large coffee, very strong coffee. Otherwise, I can't do anything. That's probably my like top productive thing, is just coffee. So I have my coffee, I have my breakfast. I am fully charged for the day ahead, and I make sure I take all my vitamins too. I've not been taking them for very long, so I'm not sure like whether they're working yet, but I hope that they will improve my brain activity and my vitamin C intake. So the last thing that I have and that I do to be productive, fully productive, is I like to take care of my skin. Now that's a really stupid thing, I know, it doesn't really match, but the happier I am in myself, the happier and more productive I feel I can be. So, I mean, my skin is a very like important thing to me. I like to look nice and I like to be presentable, but I feel like my skin sometimes doesn't allow me to do that. And it's not really like a health thing. It's not like I'm just prone to it. Like sometimes I just don't look after my skin as well as I should. So like I only have myself to blame. So it's quite an important thing, and I always like punish myself if I don't. But yeah, I make sure that I'm just basically looking as good as I can. And that my jeans are clean and my hair is brushed and my eyeliner is even. So they're just the little trivial things that help me have a really productive day. And you know, especially with sort of my job and what I do, the more confident I'm feeling, the more successful I'm going to be that day. So it is a really important thing. So I think in order to have a really good productive day, the most important things are being organised, being tidy and being presentable, because at the end of the day, if you look good, you feel good. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it helps in any way at all. I will be back to my normal Tuesday videos. I just haven't had time the last couple of weeks. But I think I'm going to be uploading like Tuesdays and Sundays, just like a fun thing on a Sunday, just as like an end of the weekend thing. So yeah, this little thing and I are going to go for a walk, and then we're probably going to have a nap. No, we're not, because we've got to be productive. We're not going to have a nap. So I will see you next week. Bye bye. Say bye bye. Say bye bye. Say bye bye.